Hey everyone, we're here at the original Davenport machine shed and we're talking tomatoes. And we plant a lot of tomatoes here at the machine shed. We have the ability to put about 200 tomato plants out here in the 2 gardens that I have. And again, in Davenport, I have this nice area to do it. But in all the other machine sheds that we have, they do have the ability to do some, maybe just not 200. But one of the things we try to do is to try to do farm to table as much as we can. And one of the things that is fantastic to me in the summertime is a BLT, or as we called it, the machine shed, a BLT, because we double up on that bacon. So we're gonna plant tomatoes today, and we're gonna talk a little bit about planting tomatoes. I know some of these farmers out there and everybody that's out there might be going, hey, everybody should know how to plant a tomato. Well, there's some people that might not know. So we're gonna talk tomatoes. So obviously, you can get tomatoes at a number of different places, greenhouses, wherever you can get them. And so you want to look for a tomato that has, you know, a good color to it, got good life. And this one obviously does. Tomatoes are they're pretty indestructible. You can do a lot of things to tomatoes. My parents, it's kind of funny that we're talking about tomatoes. We used to raise tomatoes for Heinz. And you know, when we did that, you'd almost be the point where sometimes tomatoes would almost look like they were ready to die. The rabbits would bite off all the leaves and they would still come back. And so tomatoes are pretty hardy plant, but we got to take care of them because we want them to produce good fruit for us. And so I like getting a good slicing tomato. There's several that you can get. This is an early girl. It has a nice slicing tomato. It's going to be a little bit firmer. And so we want to do that, and also obviously with the name we're going to get some early tomatoes off this. So we're going to go ahead and we dug a hole that's roughly around maybe 4 to 6 inches deep. Okay, and you can do that with whatever you got. If you got a garden hoe, if you got a spade, whatever works for you. You can also plant these in pots. So I mean, if you don't have the ability to do this, then you know we can do pots. So you want to loosen up the dirt around it and just kind of squeeze that plastic so that this tomato comes out. And obviously with tomatoes, and they're going to be in these plastic things, they're going to have a little root bound. So we got to loosen that up just a little bit around there. We're going to put this down in the dirt, and it's okay that you cover up some of the leaves. Again, tomatoes are a very hardy plant. So we're going to get that dirt around them and get it nice and evened out. Pack them in there. Now, there's a couple things you can do to your tomatoes. If you're worried about bunnies or things like that, obviously you can cover these with some cans, some milk containers, whatever you got. But you know, the best thing to be able to do is kind of maybe just put a fence around your garden, and then you can protect everything that you're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna plant one more of these. We're gonna go ahead and dig the hole that we've got. Spacing wise, you wanna give them about 18 inches to 2 feet. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dig this hole. Again, we're gonna loosen up that tomato. Okay, loosen up your roots a little bit, put it down in there. Cover that, pack it firm around there and level it out. Okay, maintenance on tomatoes. Now, obviously you gotta keep the weeds from taking over, but so as far as watering, we're just gonna give these a good drink right now, so that way, you know, they've got a little bit of, they went through a little bit of a shock, taken out of their area where they're at now. Give them a good drink, let them go, maybe every couple nights, give them a little water. After a couple weeks, they'll be able to go on their own. Okay, again, BLT at the Iowa Machine Shed in Davenport, Iowa. Come see us in a couple months, we'll have them.